Let us continue the chapter. During physical database design, an analyst uses the result of these four key database design steps. So he uses some four key steps for designing the database. Let's see what are they. He or she also considers definition of each attribute, descriptions of where and when data are entered, retrieved, deleted, and updated, expectations for response time and data integrity, and descriptions of the file and database technologies to be used. So what they mean is they when they design the database, they have to see what is the attribute, what is the descriptions, what has to be entered as a data, what has to be retrieved from the database, what need to be deleted, what need to be updated. All these has to be taken into consideration. Then these inputs allow him or her to make key physical database design decisions, including the following. So making use of these um, decisions, these inputs, he can make some decisions. So first point is choosing the storage format called data type. So what needs to be done is he has to first choose the data type for each attribute. From the logical database model, the format is chosen to minimize storage space and to maximize data quality. So once if he wants to design a database, what has to be done? He has to choose storage format for each attribute from the logical database model. So why we need to choose this data type? So that he can reduce the storage space, minimize the storage space, and to maximize the quality of the data. Say for example, if the register number has some characters in it, and if he is going to use a character data type, whether he has to use character or where character, okay, that he needs to decide, because character is a fixed data type and where character is a variable data type, variable length data type. So data type involves choosing length, coding scheme, number of decimal places, minimum and maximum values, and potentially many other parameters for each attribute. So when he wants to choose any data type, he has to think of the length of the data, how many digits it's going to store, how many characters it is going to store, and coding scheme, decimal places, how many decimal places he need in the output, and what he wants to store, and the maximum and minimum values. For example, if it is a age, he has to think of what is a minimum age and what is the maximum age he has to take, and potentially many other parameters. So grouping attributes from logical database model into physical records, and generally this is called selecting a stored record or data structure. So first of all, he has to take the logical database model, then he can convert them into physical records. Okay. Arranging related records in secondary memory. So this has to be stored in the secondary memory hard disk and magnetic tapes, because this this database has to be stored in the permanent storage space, so which needs a storage space. Memory is not sufficient, so you need a permanent storage space, hard disk or magnetic tape, where he can store the data for retrieval, updation and storage purpose. So what the analyst also should consider: protecting the data and retrieving data after errors are found. So if any errors are coming, what he has to be done, he has to protect and recover it from the any, if there is any problems or any errors, he has to recover it. So selecting media and structures for storing data to make access more efficient. So he can make use of media and structures for storing the data. So when he makes use of any structures or media for storage of the data, which will be more easy to access. So choice of media affects the utility of different file organizations. So whether he stores the data in a magnetic disk or in any other format, in any other storage media, so this will affect the utility of different file organizations. So what these file structures they use: if you want to access any data from the file structure, it is going to make use of key indexes, either unique or non-unique keys, so that you can access the data easily.